Welcome back. Here, Dave here with a week 6 update of how my training's going. This week for my max effort lower day, we did sumo deadlifts, really wide, up to a 5-rep max. For those that don't know, when it comes to my deadlift, I compete sumo and I compete super wide. So I actually got to do my competition deadlift this week for my max effort. Hit 385 for a set of 5 on my final set. Tried 405 and it just really wasn't going anywhere by the time I got around there. I was able to get to 315 with a hook grip, and then I switched over to straps for that. Hook grip, something I'm really working on. I want to use that in my next meet. I also did a drop set where I brought my feet in a little bit, so as more of a kind of an in-between sumo and conventional stance. My shins were about even with the rings on the bar, and I hit 230 for 21 reps. I had more in me in my legs, but it was technical failure. I pulled that 21st rep in, and my back looked like a cat getting ready to stretch in the morning. After that, did some rear foot elevated split squats, 3 sets of 8 on each leg. The final set was a double drop set. So I took 120 pounds for my first 3 sets, and then for my drop set, I went 80, and then body weight, I was kind of gassed out by the time I got to the end of that. Some Dimmel deadlifts and reverse hypers on that first workout of the week. For my upper max effort this week, I did a 5-rep max on a 2-board press. Worked up to 245. Probably could have done 250 for 2 or 3, but I knew that I didn't have much more in me on Saturday. Or no, that would have been Sunday. Also did a little overhead press, some back work, and then triceps. 8 sets of 8 on rolling triceps. Did almost all those sets with 45-pound weights. Probably could have done 50, but unfortunately, one of the limitations of the gym I'm at is from about 45-pound dumbbells to 100-pound dumbbells. Kind of hit or miss on what weights we have in the gym, but it's a give or take. I have a lot of other things that I need and I use in my training, like different bars, a GHR, and a reverse hyper, and I guess the trade-off is I don't have as many dumbbells like if I was training at a typical commercial gym. Speed day this week, a box squat against light bands and deadlifts against light bands. Probably the fastest my squat has felt in a very long time, if not ever. Deadlifts for me always feel good. I don't think I've ever had a bad deadlift day, knock on wood, but as I like to say, and I've heard before from other people say, is the meat doesn't start till the bar hits the floor. So that being said, also had 100-pound goblet squats this week. Again, I added 2 more reps from last week. I hit 23. Last week I did 21. Had those lying leg curls on the ground with the dumbbell between my feet. Got 85 pounds this week. Pretty proud of that. Those are pretty brutal. And then for my upper body day, speed day, speed bench 50% against light bands for 9 sets of 3. Felt really good, nice and smooth. And then hit a heavy triple on bench press after that. Moved my grip in, so I'm about half a thumb off the start of the knurling. And I hit 225 it was an ugly 3, but I got 3 reps out. My butt came off the bench on the last one. I think it would have been cleaner if I had a spotter to help me get it in and out of the rack, and I could have stayed a little tighter on the bench. Instead, I had to kind of come out a little bit to get that bar unracked, but you know, sometimes that's what you run into without a spotter and training in the middle of a day on a weekday. That being said, though, 225 is my current training max. So I have definitely gotten stronger so far, and we're still about 14 weeks out from when my meet that I want to compete in the beginning of June. That's about it for this week. I'll catch you up next week. Next week I'm going to add two training videos. The first one will be the one you've typically seen of the last top end sets of my max effort days, and then I'll throw in a second one and I'll show actually include my speed work for the week, just to show my coach he wants to really see it. Alright, have a good week. Keep on grinding, and I'll see you soon.